What did you think of the? I don't know if it was an official announcement, but the talk in the days after the iPhone's release that there would be a an iPhone shuffle, basically a cheaper, dumbed down version of the iPhone that would be available later this year. Did that?
Uh, Up to the later this year part, I think that makes sense. I don't think it's going to happen that quickly, but I do think the iPhone is going to be just like the iPod. You're going to get in a situation where over time the price is going to come down and the product line is going to spread out, and you're going to end up with a bunch of different iPhone models to choose from. And I would think, eventually when their exclusive deal with AT&T runs out, they might even offer different models on different carriers, but it's going to be a long time before that happens, I think. But sure, I think there'll be a smaller iPhone and a super full-featured big one and a super slim one eventually. But I don't think. I think the iPod went through 3 generations before the Mini came out, and I think we'll probably see something like that with the iPhone. I could be totally wrong. I don't have any inside information, but that would be my guess. Is that it'll be a little while, but it will happen.
Let me ask you about another product, and then we'll take a short break. The iTV product is another announcement, another release that Apple made this year. I have to admit that even as an old Apple guy, I don't quite understand how it's going to change my life or how it should be used. Can you explain it?
Well, the Apple TV is funny. Steve Jobs referred to it as sort of Apple's hobby. It's not quite the fourth part of their product line: the Mac, the iPod, the iPhone, and then there's this hobby, and there's the Apple TV. It's a product that has a huge amount of potential, and it's just not there yet. And the question is going to be, does Apple want this product to be a success, or does Apple want to basically use this product to trap people inside the iTunes ecosystem? Because the Apple TV is this cool product. You attach it to your TV. I've got an HD TV kind of right over my shoulder. You hook it up to your HD TV, you put it on your network. It plays back videos from iTunes, plays back all your music. As a video player, I love it. I love being able to watch videos that I've got in another room, stored on a hard drive. I watch them on my HD TV. Looks great, sounds great. I never have to burn a DVD. I can just download them off of the internet, off of iTunes, or you can. Not to give too much away here, but there are other videos out there on the internet that can be downloaded from other sources, and they'll play back on there too. The problem is, now it does YouTube, which is good, but there's this whole spectrum of web video out there. And for the Apple TV to succeed, Apple's got to embrace that. They've got to accept that, if ABC.com is streaming HD quality shows from ABC with commercials on their website, that Apple has 2 options there. They can say, no, the Apple TV is for people who want to pay $2 per episode to watch shows from ABC. The other approach Apple could take is say, okay, you know what? If you want to watch it with commercials for free, you can, and we'll hook it up. And if you don't, and you want to pay instead, you can do that too. Or, going out for streaming, like there are streaming services on the web, like Major League Baseball has live Major League Baseball games streamed on video. It's using Windows Media, but there's a Windows Media plugin for the Mac. I use it to watch those games. It works great. So they could support that if they wanted to. It would be outside the iTunes ecosystem. They need to come up with a way to have it all work, but they could do it. You go on, there are whole channels that are like that. The Al Jazeera English channel is like that. It's not available in the U.S.
Right.
on almost any cable system, but you can pay $9 or something a month and get it. Why not do that through the Apple TV? But that requires Apple to say, our whole model here is not just about downloading things from iTunes and putting it on your iPod or your Apple TV. And I don't know whether they'll do that or not. I hope they do, because I think that it's a must for the product to succeed. The fact that YouTube is on the Apple TV now is great, but I think it is damning when you look at the fact that it wasn't there when it started. And it was the most obvious feature of that product, and it wasn't there when they came out with it. It just doesn't make any sense. They were so focused on the iTunes stuff that they just, YouTube, we'll deal with it later. It's like, how can you make a video product connected to the internet and not have YouTube on there? It doesn't make any sense. So I think they're their own worst enemy with the Apple TV, and if they want to open it up, then there's a lot of stuff that could happen with it. But if they lock it down, it's just going to be kind of like an iPod that's attached to your TV, and that's can be cool, and for some people it can be useful, but it's never going to be a huge success. If they open it up and apply their ease of use that they've got everywhere else to this, it could be really cool. So, I hope they do that.
Well, Jason, let's, speaking of YouTube, let's take a YouTube break. I'll let you go and watch the video. And when we come back for one more segment, technology willing, let's talk a little about the upcoming release of Leopard, the new Mac OS. Let's talk about what you might think would be the suckiest Mac product ever. And maybe a little bit about how the magazine kind of keeps its impartiality from the Apple company itself. So we'll take a break here. We'll be right back.